So let's talk about outgrowing the old versions of ourselves. So, you know, growth means letting go. Letting go. And I think that for me, I don't know about you, I want to hear from you in the comments though. But I think for me, one of the hardest things I've learned is that growth often requires us letting go of who we used to be. And, a lot of times we hold on to those old habits, those old mindsets, those old friendships, because there's safety and comfort there, right? But we got to let it go, because those things no longer serve us. And I had to accept that outgrowing the old me, it wasn't betrayal, but it was necessary. It was necessary for the person that I'm continuing to become. Um, and so we gotta growth means letting go. And then the other thing that I wanted to say about outgrowing the old version of ourselves is that we don't owe anybody an explanation. Let me say that again. We do not owe anybody an explanation. Um, because guess what? When we start changing, people notice. And guess what? They don't like it. A lot of times they don't like it. And I used to find myself over explaining, y'all, like over explaining why I wasn't doing things the same way, why I had different goals, and why I walked away from certain friendships. And then I realized I don't owe anybody anything. I don't owe anybody this long explanation for evolving. I don't owe anybody anything for that. My growth is mine, period. Your growth is yours, period. So remember that, like, you don't owe anybody an explanation. Um, and I'm sorry, y'all, for crunching on ice. I love ice. The other thing I was going to say is that, um, another thing to think about in terms of outgrowing the older version of ourselves is that the new us deserves to be celebrated. If you think about it, we spend a lot of time grieving and being sad about who we used to be, but we forget to celebrate who we've become. We cling to that old person again because of safety, but now we need to start really recognizing our progress, even in small ways, you know what I mean? But celebrating our small wins. Um, and realizing that the old me got me here, the old us got us here, but the new us is even stronger, wiser, and deserves to be acknowledged. So let me know your thoughts on this, because I think that this is a good topic to continue to discuss. Like, we can discuss this further in some more videos, but really letting go of that comfort zone, that safety of the old version of ourselves, and giving ourselves the freedom to move on.